Test. Nothing.
So go to your. It's those 4 files. Those 4? Yeah.
So they're just copying the assets to the desktop right now. Okay. Okay. Try a different one. Let me pause this. A new project called Beat Scene. I'm gonna call mine Beat Scene 3 because I. Go ahead. It's fine. We can wait.
They both should work, but the one with the newer version of the second icon.
Great. How do I close this project? Not that way. So you got 3 of them.
He's got. Okay. Yeah. So somebody must have moved some of the assets off. Sure. Whatever. That's fine. So are we? Okay. So create a new project and call it Beat Scene. And then once you get, and then just basically don't add anything, just, I'm gonna call mine 3 because I have to.
I can email it to you too. Yeah, what you have the what JPEG you got?
Sand?
Got it.
Okay.
I'll send you the other one. Yeah, that's what you want. Do that.
So I could just do this as an extension, but that's fine.
All right. You ready? Everybody got all the
We're all
files?
good?
Go ahead.
Okay, so we got a project open. Let's go up here. Actually, go over to layouts, yeah. And go to default layout. I want everybody to have the same screen. Okay, so let's see here. Let's see. So let's import the standard assets now. Go under Assets, go Import Package, and then Environment. And that'll take a little time. So Assets, yeah, what was it? Asset, Import Package, and then Environment. Right here. Import those. All of them, yeah.
While we're waiting, how important is it to have crazy processor power and amazing graphics for this type?
The more the merrier.
Do you create content here and you run it somewhere else?
Probably would be the thing that have to do.
If you're going to do VR, you want lots of graphics power. If you're not going to do VR, my laptop does a lot of good stuff.
If it makes you feel better, my laptop is horrible. That's about it.
Yeah, so like
Mine's real.
yeah, mine's like I do the same. I can run Unity on
Mine's an i7. It has Intel built-in graphics in the chip. It doesn't have any extra graphics. It's okay.
I can push stuff to Gear VR with this, and it's got to be, the laptop's got to be from 2010. I can also design stuff for the Vive, and then I just take it to my Vive system. Yeah. I drop in the Steam VR plugin, and boom, ready to go.
What kind of graphics does that have?
It's just some embedded Intel.
And you said you could still push it
To the no, not. Basically, I copy it onto the Vive system. Yeah.
Oh, but interesting. The Unity runs, but not Unreal.
Are we? Did we import the asset? Okay, cool. Okay.
How do you know that info?
It'll just, yeah, it'll show up right down here.
Oh, yeah,
Now,
yeah.
if you want a machine that can do Photoshop and create content with the green
Okay.
and all that stuff, sometimes the software
We were
should for that.
before.
Certainly not
What?
unlimited.
We had switched the weird.
I know, I switched it.
Just creating the content is
Oh,
kind of
then I must have missed that. I told him to switch to default.
But
somebody's
you could
gotta
just have
create
it
the
on
content
change
that
it
you
to
put
Yeah.
get
Well, no, I mean, I'm gonna do the same thing that I'm gonna do. So, if you could go ahead and go to go over here to let's see, go under Window, Layouts, and go to Default. It's the one I'm most comfortable with, anyway. Until I'm working for, if I'm working on other things, though, it depends. Okay, so let's see here. So go under Game Object, and actually go under here. Right click on the hierarchy, and pick. Let's see, where is it? Create 3D object, terrain. Go here. Okay, so you have a terrain here. Now, we're going to import the sand asset from the desktop folder. So kind of drag the screen away, and then go to your folder here. Where did I put it on mine? Let's see. Yeah, class assets. Okay. So we're just going to drag and drop that smooth beach sand into the assets folder. Just drag and drop it into the assets folder from your folder.
Are we going to do the other things in the assets? Or are we
Not
just
yet.
gonna double click that?
One at a time. Yeah.
Those four files, drag them straight to the assets folder.
Just drag that one right now. Just that one. The sand. Yeah. And then let me know when you're at that point.
Since we just did a texture, can I make a comment about textures that almost everybody forgets?
I'm just trying to go through my steps here. All right. Okay, so are you guys all? Do you guys all import the texture? Okay. So go over to the inspector. Select terrain, and then go over to the inspector, and select the paintbrush, and go under the button that says Edit Textures. So select terrain, go over to inspector, and then go over here to Edit Textures. And then you want to pick Add Texture. Yes, right here. And then just let me know when you guys are there. And then you go to Add Texture. And click Select on that box. And then you'll see Smooth Beach Sand Seamless right there.
The left box? There's like two boxes, right?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that left one.
yeah.
Thanks.
Because that's the one, the other one is the
So select that. And then click Add. And it'll change this. It'll change the texture of the terrain.
Select. And then, yeah, that one, that's it. Yeah. Then like a little bit, right there. And then just pick the smooth beach.
I turn. If you right click, you can turn around, and you can look around at your terrain.
How far does that go?
Pretty far.
Is that size defined by that thing that you had us copy over to the thing, to the assets, like it was already made or something?
Well, it's just a generic terrain, then wrapped with the sand texture. So, do all of you guys have the beach sand yet? Oh, you're still catching up, right?
Default everything, size 15, all that.
Wait, what are you seeing?
He's adding your textures. Yep. Good. Bad.
Where is he seeing parameters though? It should just pop in a
Texture
generic.
by default.
Oh, okay.
As parameters, he's asking about it.
Okay. So you have it now? Cool. Okay. All right. Let's see. Now go under go assets, import package, custom package, and then open up the Wispy Sky Unity package from your assets. And open that up, and it'll install the package. Wispy Sky?
I know that's exactly what it is.
Yeah. And just import all of it.
Making a mess out of your project immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Or just import.
Import everything, yeah.
Importing packages, save your project, back up your project, have SVN, do all that before you ever import a package because it'll stick stuff wherever it wants to stick stuff, messing up the whole project.
It's good. There's a lot of waiting involved in
No, that's
assets.
the lighting, doing the lighting, global illumination.
Importing assets, building. These are things that basically take a lot of time.
Global illumination lighting, if you start messing around with that in a large environment,
That's really advanced.
that's when you'll understand.
Okay, so now go under, if you've got that package installed, go under Window and go to Lighting and Settings, and then click the little round button next to Default Skybox. And you'll see a couple of wispy skyboxes in there. I'll go through it again. So you go under Window, go down to Lighting, go over to Settings, and then go to the little button here, and you can select between different skyboxes. So you can see right down here a little preview. Go ahead. Anyone you want. Anyone you want.
So we just double click it and then good?
You can just select it, hit X.
Which settings are you looking at? I'm not seeing anything.
Okay, Window, Lighting, Settings, and then click the little radio button next to Skybox Material.
Ah, okay, cool.
And then select one of the wispy skyboxes. And you back off if you look, then you've got the skybox there. So now we're going to create, let me see where I'm at here. We're going to create actually two little bodies of water. One's simple, one's advanced. They have different looks, so you can kind of just see which one you like. So go under, where is it? Go under Environment. Where's it? It's under Water 4, I think. Is it going for it One sec. Yeah, water for advanced and water for simple. So underneath, if you go under the assets, standard assets, water, yeah, go under water 4 and go to the prefabs folder. So like if you look right here, this is the path that you would follow.
Oh, environment, water, perfect.
We're going to use both of them. Drag water for simple and water for advanced both onto the terrain.
What's that? You gotta go under, I don't see,
Who's that?
oh, under the standard assets. Oh, open up the standard assets.
Yes, under
And
standard
there's
assets.
And there's water. Sorry, which water was supposed to? Oh,
You can do both of them. There's advanced and there's simple.
just,
Just drag and drop.
oh, drag and drop.
Yeah.
So you're just picking one?
Let's see. I'm gonna.
Dragging it over to the inspector. Or to the,
Are you dragging it on your
over to
Hold
the.
on here. I'm gonna go it up here. You can drag it anywhere on the sand, on the terrain here. So. And anytime you want to move it around, you can click the little arrows up here, and then drag it around by the handles. So, there. It's not as easy to see right there, but I'm gonna drag the. Let's see, that one's water for simple, water for advanced. Okay, let's see. So now we're going to form the terrain up to kind of give it a shore. So go back to terrain, click on terrain in the hierarchy, and then there's a tool here it looks like a mountain with the arrow pointing up, and you can go ahead and raise up the land around it, and you can change the brush size right here, or the the opacity of how much it raises it up. So you can see the edge of it. You can kind of do this. You do actually make it more.
There we go. Looks better when you're not inside your mountain.
Yeah.
How do you change the brush size?
The brush size? Right here. And you can fly around your landscape. You guys can fly around your landscape with the WASD keys, and then Q and E raises you up or down. But if you right click with your mouse or right click with the trackpad, you can then use those keys and fly around. So it's a lot easier to get around your scene than dragging around.
Maybe, okay, it's been changed to the arrows.
Yeah. So let me see here. Let's see, take a,
What happens
Where are
when
we
your
at?
water is pink?
when your water is pink?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Is that okay?
I'm curious.
It's a really nice pink.
Okay. Zoom out a bit. It might just be looking like that because it's not in play mode yet. We'll see how it goes. It's going to look kind of strange right now.
You don't have a middle mountain mode?
Oh, you like zooming in or out?
Yeah, it was
Let's see
Q or
here.
E goes up and down.
Q or E goes up or down. You WASD will move you up, down, left, right.
Okay, so just look.
So if you can right click, let's see here. Also, if you hit shift, it makes you move faster. It's probably easier if you have a mouse, but
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
know, I noticed
I
that
backed
too.
up
Some
quite
of
a bit.
them are huge.
I'm still pink.
Staying here.
Might be because my water.
Let me go. Yeah, actually, if
He's
you,
got brush settings that are different than everybody's. If your pixel size is low, it's going to be a very peaky mountain, and the strength
Yes.
is the opacity. So that's under the brush controls in the train. So
Make it shorter.
Oh, the associated scripts can't be loaded.
take that.
Hmm.
Yeah. 60,000. So if you want to undo, it's Control Z. Control go back. Also, it's this brush. He's got a brush that's got a very soft edge to it. So he's picking this top one from the corner, which is the same one you've got.
is that a Unity difference? Because they should be running by the default values. So that's interesting.
No, the default values. Well, I'm not sure. Maybe I
Yeah.
said it in the past. I don't know what the default.
What version are they running? What version is he running?
It makes.
Oh, I mean, it should say right across the top.
Oh, it does. 5.6 F something.
Okay.
6.1.
56053. Okay. So, let me see
Oh,
here.
no, it's like a weird look. It's really like light. I think it, oh, it's like right there. Oh, it's probably somewhere in it. Try to click inside. I know, it's hard to see. I don't even know where my other one is. It's,
Okay. Okay, so where are we at right now? We put the water in. We were starting to build up the land around the shore, right? Chris, yes.
I gotta head out.
Okay,
I'll see you next time. Thank you very much.
sure. So you picked your sky. You got the water down. You've got. You were building up the land around it. Let's see. Let's see if we can drag the camera around. Because the camera, likely the camera's not going to be in a place that you'll be able to really see anything. So we got to move the camera to where we want it to be. So we can kind of start by copying the transform. Basically, we're copying the location of the train, and then so it's kind of in the vicinity, and then we can move it around from there. So if you right click on there and pick copy component for the train, and then you select main camera, and right click on there and pick paste component values, it'll take it to the same spot.
Paste component values.
Yeah.
Paste component values. Where is it?
Let me see.
No, I mean, I think that
Oh.
worked. I saw it shifted, but where's the camera physically represented?
If you double click on any of these objects, it'll take you right to them.
Oh, holy cow, it's tiny. Okay, I gotta zoom in. Yeah, I see it. Thanks.
Yeah.
Little white like camera.
Also, when you select main camera, you get the preview, so you can see that this camera's not really where it needs to be.
So definitely this is the time for a really useful camera secret for your game. In your scene window, get the view like you want the camera game to be. There's a very easy way, however you get the view to be in your view, to make that into the camera view. Does that make sense here? So just get the standard view to look like you want the game to look. And I'll show you what to do next.
Yeah, this is a good tip that I'm.
So click on the terrain, or hit F, and it'll center on the terrain. And now make that view, manipulate this view to you want that to be how it looks. Tilt it, rotate it.
Sure.
And when you're ready, let me know, and I'll tell you how to do it.
So what he's doing is, so you get a lot of
Interesting
control
one.
over
Okay.
this view. And so if you want your camera to be exactly what you see,
Well,
then this is
now I could see that apparently my water's floating, but okay.
And when you're ready to make the game view that view, what you want to do is
Trying to find my arrow here so I could drop you down.
Does everybody have
I'm
a
curious.
view they
I'm
like?
curious about this tip. Go ahead and yeah.
What's that?
Okay, so what you want to do is you want to select your camera in the hierarchy. Select your camera. Everybody have that selected. Go to the object menu at the top, game object menu. There's even a hotkey for this down below. There's two different views you need. One is align with view, and it'll align with selected object. In this case, that's the one with the hotkey, and it's useful all the time. It's going to align your camera to that view.
Oh, that's great.
Now the opposite one, go back to the game object
That's
menu.
fun. Yeah.
The opposite one does not have a hotkey, and it's just as useful. It goes the opposite way. It takes whatever your game view is and assigns it to the view. It's right below it. It says align view to selected. So you select, and that can be the camera of the game, but it can also be any object. You can align the editor view to anything. Could be a person, could be a square, could be a sphere. You can align it to any object. Does that make sense? So the hotkey is something you can memorize. You don't even need the menu after that. Just get the view looking like you want it to.
Also, if it's
Becomes the
if it's
game
hard
view.
to see your water, you want to bring it up out of the terrain because it's probably too embedded in the terrain.
So that hotkey. So we haven't talked about it much, but there was a handout early on that were hotkeys for Unity benchmark for terrain, and they're also included in the files that we sent to you. So there's a PDF with useful hotkeys. It's a cool demo.
So then also, now we're going to try to add some trees to the terrain around it, some palm trees.
So what happens if we hit play? Oh, look at that.
Yep. And you got your water. Okay. As he was saying, like basically what you can do is you can go to click the main camera actually, and go to wherever you want to go. Like, okay, let me go over here. So where's your water? If you like right click, and you can, if you right click like that, you can look around. So if you double click on the water, it'll take you wherever the water is. So now, like, try to go up. Here, one sec. If you use W, this is probably the easiest way to fly around. ASD. This is like up, down, left, right. So you can hold down the right button on here, and then you can fly. So you can fly up, fly around, and you can see wherever you are. So if the water, let's see here. Oh, where's the mouse? Okay. The water's right there. So we can see it right here. So we can raise that up, make it a little bit more visible because it was kind of stuck in the terrain. And then, so that's the way the water looks right there. We can raise the land up by going over here, and then it allows you to kind of make some land around it. Actually, it seems like the water's too high now, so let me put that back down. Actually, we got a couple things of water in here. So like here, we'll take it down. So like that. That's good.
So we can take some of the water out.
We'll just, you kind of basically hide it behind elements of the, like of the sand. See, there's kind of an edge there. So we'll just kind of drag that, let's see here, let me back up. And we'll just collide it with that sand a little bit more so you can kind of see it. So now we're going to basically like paint on some palm trees. So you can go to terrain here. So let's go to the next part. So we're going to paint on some palm trees onto the shore. So go ahead and go to terrain and go over here to the little tree. And then click Edit Trees and Add Tree. And there's a little button up here, and then you'll type you'll just be able to pick Palm desktop. Here, I'll help you. One sec.
Because your head is right where
Oh,
the
I'm sorry.
inspector is.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was a problem. Okay.
And then is this one we
So-
drag and drop shit also?
Well, I'll show you I'll show you what we're gonna do.
Okay.
So basically, okay, so we have this here. So go ahead and click on the
Oh,
palm.
those
yeah.
trees, okay.
So we had terrain selected. We click on the tree, then we pick edit trees, add tree, and then this thing, the little button, and then Palm Desktop,
Okay.
and then you click add. Now you can paint on like ridiculous amounts of trees just by clicking, but you got to change the brush size. See?
Oh, yeah,
And Control Z will take you back.
I'll hit the little dot. Yeah, now type search for palm. And then tree right there.
So you select Palm Desktop, and then you've got this huge area that'll you can if you select it, you can just fill the thing. You can also do let's see. Let me add it. I didn't add it yet. So Palm Desktop. Add. Now you can also do like mass place trees, and you just cover the whole thing with trees, but that'll slow things down to a crawl.
So we have this blue highlight. You just pick an area.
You can change the brush size and the tree density. So how much you paint on, and the size of the area that's right over here underneath the trees. So you can like make it smaller. So like.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I want. There you go.
And you know they're coconut palms, so they can sit in water too. So it's fine.
Oh, wow, I wish it was this easy to plant in real life.
Yep.
I know, right? Like just fill a backyard.
And you can rearrange your water. You can slide the water over and make it so it's more merged, or you can build up the land and just kind of build a scene. So let's see here.
I need MVP in real life too.
What's nice though is once you get, if you have a Vive, you can go ahead and just hit play on this. You can copy the files to the Vive system. Hit play. Actually, you have to just drop in the Steam VR plugin. Hit play, and then you put on the headset and you're in. It's that easy.
What's the Steam VR plugin?
You get it from the asset store. Up here, there's an asset store.
Another asset.
Yeah, it's something you have to import from the internet.
Okay. And then how does that play with Steam itself? Do you need to like link them or something?
Well, Valve has kind of been behind the development of the Vive the entire time.
Yeah.
So,
Also, it's good compatibility.
yes, great compatibility between the two.
So you just get the Steam VR asset.
Yes.
Then drag your project into that or something.
Drag the Steam VR asset into it, and there's a camera prefab that you just replace the main camera with. And then that makes your starting location. You put your headset on, you've got two controllers in it, you're immediately in. But let's see here. So, where are we? Where is everybody at? You have trees. Okay. You all have trees?
I have trees.
Okay. So, my scene's not looking so good here, but let me clean it up a little bit. Let's see.
Not into trees.
Just click away. Click something else. Yeah. So I'm gonna also increase the size of the water. Did you guys play with that at all? Increasing the size of the water? Because you can go ahead and just stretch it like this. Yeah.
Oh, good, because I wanted to shrink it.
I have to use that alignment view thing. That's great. Wow. Okay. You want to add a whale?
Yeah, did you say a whale?
Add a whale. So go under Assets, Import Package, Custom Package, and then find, it was in the Assets, there's a whale Unity package, and hit Open. It's a humpback whale. Go ahead and just hit import.
This sounds cool. Totally fit that body of water.
And so go ahead.
What happened?
It's still there. It doesn't import it immediately. So it's under your project. If you look under your project, you'll see a thing that says humpback whale. Now go ahead and drag and drop.
Humpback whale, okay.
Go ahead and drag and drop that humpback whale somewhere in your project.
What are the two different ones? Bait animation or model 22?
Just do the first one, the 23, yeah. And then raise it up, and then change the size of it, because right now it's tiny, like a goldfish.
Where are you, little guy? I can't even see him.
So like, increase the scale over on the right in the inspector window.
First, where's this? Oh, that's
Right
it.
here,
That-
yeah. So let's make it what, 10 by 10 by 10, and that's a little bit more realistic.
There you go.
Looks like a beach whale now.
How do you like? Oh, the rotate thing is. Just,
Yeah,
Refresh
the two little arrows spinning,
there you go.
so you can rotate them that way. Mm-hmm. You just go down to the humpback whale assets folder and drag and drop him in there. But then you're gonna have to change the size because he's like tiny.
Let's see what this guy looks like.
You can add wind to the scene too. You can make those palm trees blow. You can add a wind wind field. There's also baked animations. So you can go ahead and change the animation over here on the inspector and pick whatever you want. You could do dive. Here, I'm going to change the view. I'm going to do that align with view trick.
Yeah, how do you do that alignment? We highlight the main camera. Then we
Highlight the main camera and then align with view.
pick something else and then align with view and it messed everything up. Align with view.
So you can undo that. Align with you. Can you undo back to where you were?
No, I wanted to do it again in a different location. So I just do it over again, right?
Just review again.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I just do it. But
and select the
I
camera
want
and
to
say
know what
align
did I
with
have
you.
to pick? I have to pick main camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little bit too high up. I'm going to have to drop it down.
Like that.
I'm going to put him a little bit further down because he's too high up out of the water. So let me see where you're at. Okay.
I destroyed my water.
You destroyed your water. That's okay. We can put it in again. So go down to water. Go down to where is it? Go under that water. That's right there. Oh yeah, water 4. Yeah, open that up. So click the down arrow. Go to prefabs. And then drag and drop. Do water advanced or water simple and just drop it right there. And then it's too low, so you want to click up here, the arrows. Second one, yeah. And then use the green arrow to pull it up out of the ground. So just click it and drag it up.
Okay, now it's yellow.
No, click that and just kind of move your mouse forward. There you go. A little too deep, but that's fine. Yeah. Find a happy medium in somewhere in there. Enough to hold a whale.
Enough to hold the whale. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the whale asset.
So you got to import the whale asset first. So you go under assets, import package, this one, custom package, and then whale unity package, the top one, and hit open. Okay, I didn't get a chance to really even see how everybody's doing. You don't know where your whale is? Double click on it, it'll take you right to him. You can copy the location of where he is. Like go to somewhere in there that you want to like go to the water. Go click on the water and right click on transform here. and do copy component.
Oh, you actually pick the other water.
Okay.
Is the other water better? Okay, I want
Yeah.
to put it in that water.
So right click on that copy component and then go over to the whale and paste. Yeah.
He's in there now.
You just have to probably rise him up. He's tiny too, so you're gonna have to change. Do like 10 by 10 by 10. Yeah.
Cameras you think? Oh, yeah, that's what I kept asking over and over. It's like, I think you go to main camera.
That's really good.
Is it highlighted?
He's got a great
Yeah,
GPU
now
as
go
well
to
in that.
Game object, and then go to align with view, and then I guess if you play
So where are you at? Okay.
basically the
Yeah, 10 by 10 by 10. Otherwise he's a goldfish. So just drag it by the handles, grab the green handle and pull it up. Of course, if you want to animate him, he probably needs to be a little bit deeper or you need to pull the water up.
I accomplished more today than I did in my actual job.
So let's see. Do you want to try the animation?
Oh yeah, how do I do that?
So click on the whale again,
This one.
and then go over here to animations. And there's a bunch of baked animations. Just go ahead and click the little button next to it,
Oh, here we go.
or just so you want to select one. So go ahead and click that,
This one?
and then pick dive or death or whatever, and just hit X. If you click the whale, which you clicked, right here it's set to swim. Change that to dive. Up. Click the button right there. And then select dive. You can just drag them near each other or delete some of them. Delete which one you don't want to use. Just select it and then hit just delete. You should be able to just delete it. All right there, top button. Actually, no, hit cancel. Wait. Oh, you have broke it apart. That's what it is. Okay. Let's see here.
I have no idea how I did that.
Okay, so it's just like that. You can just do that. That's fine.
Okay.
And you can build up the land around it too. Actually, that's perfect depth for it. See, here you can go ahead and use the mouse roller if you want. So let's see. Let's select main camera, and then we'll pick align with view, and then hit play. Oh,
I'm being driven
Yep.
crazy without
it's the wrong view, but you can at least you can see it. Diving.
Hey, I've been putting up with it so far.
It's hard.
Nuts, yeah.
Play around and just try to see what you can do.
Okay.
That's the whole point. Is just play around.
It's also like, oh,
That's how you get comfortable with the interface.
Rotate right mouse.
Sorry, yeah. Pan is left and rotate.
I like the spiky landscape better.
I just didn't know how to
alien.
make it
Yeah.
spiky.
There's like palm trees climbing up the walls. It's kind of cool.
Not going up. So how do you, let's say if it's too spiky, should I just Control Z and hit again? Or?
You can hit shift. If you go back to that area with under terrain, you can hit shift and then hit the thing. It'll hammer it down, kind of.
Do I have to look from top?
to hammer it down, do you need to look from the top or anything like that, or?
I mean, you can. I mean, it'll just